Hi, I'm Bernice Steinbaum. I've been an art dealer for 41 years, and I still feel high when an artist joins the gallery, and that artist is Beverly McIver. And I'd like to introduce as many people to her work and to introduce you to Beverly.
Hi, my name is Beverly McIver, and welcome to my studio.
I have some questions about your art, which I adore. Clearly, the work that I'm most excited about is the Daddy series. I would like to know how you felt meeting your father at the age in which you met him, and do you think it left psychological scars? What is your current relationship with your father, and how has it affected your work?
Well, I didn't know who my father was until I was 17 years old, and my mother told me that, there's your father right there. He was standing at the door. And it was shocking. Me and the rest of my sisters, we didn't grow up with a dad. So, my mom was, father and mother. I had to come to a point where I decided that I needed to forgive my father for not being there, for just being who he is. Just wasn't capable of taking care of me or really loving my mother in the way that she would have deserved to be loved. And I really believe you should meet people where they are, and I love them. So I forgave him, and now I have a very loving relationship with him. You just have to forgive. You miss out on loving him. He's 94 years old, and I'm thrilled that he's in my life.
Your sister Renee plays a significant role in your life. Was this ever a love-hate relationship?
Well, the answer to that is yes. As you know, with siblings, there's always a love-hate relationship. And when we were both younger, teenagers, as a matter of fact, Renee, who has a mindset of a third grader but is currently 60 years old and has epilepsy, she was on a lot of medication, and therefore she was violent and mean to me a lot.
How do you feel about Renee now?
So we had conflict when we were growing up, but now, she's the best piece of artwork I've ever made.
When you left New York to care for Renee, the epicenter of the art world, did you feel it was detrimental to your career, or did other things happen because you went back to North Carolina?
I don't. I love the time that I was in New York. I think it was great. It was obviously, fruitful for me to be there, but I totally believe that I'm right where I'm supposed to be. So, no regrets.
If you could own any artwork and you weren't limited by finances and or availability, what would that artwork be and why?
Well, that's a tough question because there's several artists that inspire me, from Faith Ringgold and Richard Mayhew. But I think if I had to pick a painting, I would pick a painting by Richard Diebenkorn. There's a lovely still life painting of a tomato that he's cut. It's just a small little painting, and it's so beautiful. I would love to live with that, for sure.
Thank you for this time away from your work, and I am so happy that I get to show Beverly McIver.
Thanks a lot.